The building that we're in has been a sort of a fixture in Milwaukee music for a long time. The Vanook family bought it in the 50s and lived above the place. And in the early 2000s, their son Dave built on a large concert hall onto the back of it, mostly by himself, as a matter of fact. So right around, I think it must have been 2010, somewhere in there, he sold it to a couple of other people who renamed it the Metal Grill. And while the Metal Grill was open, I did a couple of festivals and a couple of bigger shows here. I've been a DIY promoter in Milwaukee probably since I was 17.
Used to be the Metal Grill a long time ago, so when that place shut down, one of the guys who owns the place, Nick, reopened it under the name X-Ray Arcade. He'd ran a festival here every year called Dummerfest, which kind of intrigued me. I never got a chance to go to any of those shows, but I always saw that there were heavier shows happening here, and I think that's what led Nick and a lot of the owners here to this place, because they were in with those scenes. So it was really cool to be a part of the process and building everything that you see here. And just getting a chance to expand, Milwaukee's horizons with all ages DIY music.
The place went up for sale about a week after the last show that I did here, and a friend of mine knew that I had been looking around for a place to call my own for a while, and he sent me a note and he said, "The Metal Grill's up for sale, you should think about it." And we had gathered about 10 different people who all had roots in Milwaukee music in one way or another. They were people that had spare cash lying around, and instead of putting it into the stock market or letting it rot in a savings account or something like that, they wanted to do something in a way that would give back to sort of the local music community in Milwaukee that sort of had helped all of us come up and become the kind of people that we are.
It was a pretty long, chronic process getting this place started. There was a lot of DIY stuff that we did around here. We built the bar, built everything that you see on the stage.
It was a tremendous amount of backbreaking work getting the place off of the ground. Brand new PA, all new bar equipment, all new office equipment, all new paint, all new plumbing, all new electric. I'm trying to think what else. Brand new section of floor. We bought all the arcade machines that we had in here.
The X-Ray Arcade has been excellent. Like it's a fun show. The Simpsons game in there was quite enjoyable to have. And yeah, it's a really cool place. We've been traveling around, seen a lot of venues, and X-Ray's been one of the top ones.
And we also have a really big golf game. It's kind of like a mini golf setup that we're hoping to get set up and out on the patio come summertime, so that people can hang out there and play some putt-putt. I know that there may be some other arcade machines in the future that would be really cool. I'm not supposed to say anything, I don't think, so can't go into too much detail on that, but just know that we're always looking at more arcade machines because we're all geeks and nerds.
So usually during the set we're getting set up, but yeah, there's the call of video games. They didn't have Billy Graham's Bible Blaster in there, so it was not as hard to kind of stray away from them. Lee Carvalho's putting challenge wasn't available either, so that was good, but us Neds are usually just getting our sweaters nice and pressed and getting maybe having one or two white wine spritzers to loosen up, and making sure all our gear is polished and good to go.
We would like to do this. We would like to throw this donut out here, and please don't bounce it around like a Bon Jovi concert. We do not want to take this donut home. Please destroy this donut, and while you destroy this donut, we're going to play a song called Donut Hell.
Our capacity is only 200 people, so we don't need to keep dozens of bartenders on staff and on payroll. And that means that we can keep ticket prices low for people that want to come out and see smaller shows. And it makes it possible for younger people and folks of lesser means, or people who are just learning how to sort of play this game, for lack of a better word, get in the door relatively easily. So that's kind of where I see it as an important sort of fixture. More. More.
No stabbings yet, but there's been a couple holes in the wall. I won't say I wasn't upset about it, but people are getting rowdy in here, and that's what matters. It's really cool that people are excited about this space. They want to put shows on in this space. And I'm excited for the shows that are coming in the future. I know we've put on quite a few heavier shows as of late, but I'm hoping that we can get anywhere from jazz to hip hop to funk. I want it all here. I think it's going to be a really cool space for people to do whatever they want, and that's the main thing for me. As long as people are excited and respecting the space, that's a win in my book.
Eradicator was awesome. I had to reveal to him, unfortunately, that I am a kind of an avid racquetball player, so that wasn't taken well.
I'm gonna need some help from you. I've got a question for all you, and there's one response. It starts with an S, and it ends with an ox. What does everyone think about the sport of football? Yeah, football sucks. Basketball, water polo, parcheesi, IOI, baseball. No, baseball's cool. You can think for yourself, man. Baseball's cool. What does everyone think about the sport of squash?
But Eradicator was great. Super cool local band, and Playboy Man Baby we've been touring with for a while, and I always really enjoy their set.
Enjoy the arcade games. They're all set to free play. And if you guys want to have a creative vessel to put on your projects and things like that, feel free to reach out. We are open to anything, and we love to have whatever you got in our X-Ray arcade.
I hope that people that leave this place feel like they can get involved and that they're empowered to do that. If they want to perform, if they want to make music, venues like ours afford them the opportunity to do that not a lot of other places do. That's the real advantage that we have, I think.